Now, part of the increased control with layers is that when you separate components of your illustration onto different layers, you're able to move those individual layers around as well, giving you more control over the composition. So I want to move this smaller mountain, tapping on my layers panel to make sure that I'm selected on the right layer. We can then tap our transform tool, which brings us into the transform interface. Anything on the layer will be contained within a bounding box. Because we went to transform the entire layer, the bounding box covers everything in the layer. Within transform, if you tap and pull on the blue nodes, you can resize. If you simply tap on a node, you can enter in numerical dimensions to resize the object. This lock sign constrains the proportions, so you can control whether it scales proportionately or not. This green handle controls the rotation, and same as with the blue nodes, if you tap on the green handle, you can enter in a numerical value for the angle of rotation. And then this orange handle controls the bounding box rotation.
This can be useful when aligning or leveling objects.
Now I'm going to tap reset here to bring us back to 0. And I do want to increase the size of my mountain a bit, but I want this to scale proportionately. So rather than being on freeform where you can scale disproportionately and increase just the width or just the height, I'm going to select uniform, which automatically constrains proportions.
And then I'm pulling on a corner of the bounding box to increase the size. To reposition it, tap either on the object itself or outside of the bounding box, and this will allow you to move the object. I'm going to position this slightly lower on the canvas, which makes it appear more in the foreground.
Once you're happy with the placement, you can tap any tool to exit the transform tool, or you can tap the transform arrow.
Now that we've repositioned our mountain with transform, let's move on to draw a lagoon, this time with some stability features.